Orgainizing, and it is Friday night, March 13th. Well, I tell you, my mood is kind of in one of those weird places, kind of like not here, definitely not fucking over there, somewhere around here, you know, which I learned over my long, fortuitous life, that I've got to be aware of this mood, because you know myself too well, and I can never know yourself too well, but I'm in these kind of in-between moods. In the past, I'm very susceptible to be able to very easily, like pathetically easily, be able to go either way, depending on what first speed bump interaction, you know, I have with life in the world, you know, in one of these moods. And if something, you know, shitty, annoying, or whatever happens, then in the past, that would easily put me into shitty, annoying, jerk off mood. And also, if I would go into the something good happen, and funny and upbeat and positive or whatever like that, then I would easily fall into that kind of fucking mode and stay.
For what?
You know, now the eons have passed and I've learned a little bit about myself. There you have it, right? What the fuck cares? Time is, it's, you know, it's not 8 o'clock, 21:58. My watch is fast, I keep it fast for me, or else I just have to. Let's see, Friday, you know, what the fuck? I hear a lot of talk about this, the corona beer virus. And, you know, I was out in public today, you know, in the stores, gym, and just around, I hear everyone, you know, talking about it, okay? All right, why not, you know? But the thing I find interesting is, you know, the quarantine business and the making people being forced to have to endure some solitude. And some people, that's just, you know, the worst thing in the world, you know. And while I'm not advocating everybody live, you know, a solitary, isolated existence like mine, because it's not for everyone, number one. Fuck anyone who want to, but it's slippery, you know, dangerous, because it can easily consume you if you aren't able to do the right thing at the right time, at the right moment. And I find that goes from everything from little fucking things, like I said before, about the chaos and disorder, and how I like to fight back against it in any little way in my mind. Like if I, for example, here, this, you know, shouldn't be, not supposed to be there, supposed to be over here. You know, like little things like that, or not walking over a fucking book of matches or garbage on the ground. And you can say, oh, I'll pick it up later, I'll get it later. No, see, that's giving into the dark side, you know. You gotta, I find what works very well for me is usually in an instance where I don't know habitually what thing to do, or instinctively what reaction to have, or which avenue to pursue. I've got this great formula. Another one for me anyway, it might work for you, can try it. Whatever I think in those situations, what my initial shitty thinking, conscious thinking, impulse to do, or wanting to do, or leaning towards, I do the opposite. Sitting here like, oh, I should get up and get in the shower, so make the video, run the score, and I just got up a little nap, and then I was like, no, just wait a little more while, then I'll do it. No, fucking get up now and do it. Goddamn lazy fuck. Hate that. Do that. Which brings me around to another perk. The idea of being there for yourself. Do you know what that is? Do you have the capacity for that? Being there for yourself is a hard trick, because all the pressure is on you. Either way, nobody gives a fuck what you do. If you fall off the face of the earth, or if you won $80 million, no one gives a fuck. So it's very easy to initially go with the consensus vibe. No one gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck either about me. No, fuck that, man. The opposite. Let's get back. Let's get even. Let's start fucking taking shit back. But not in the overt sense where it's like, oh, criminal take back and shit. No. It starts when you're taking yourself back for yourself, because when it comes down to it, like, you never know what's going to happen. You get quarantined or whatever, now you're by yourself, and the mindset is just very important, and it's helping me. By the way, this is great super water. It's Essentia Overachieving H2O. It's a positive ionized hydration, ionized hydrated water. And a lot of it ties back to a lot of this stuff. I say it, and it does. It's all very closely related to martial art type of shit mindset. A little bit about, again, and then the being there for yourself and the discipline and stuff it requires. Because if you're not there for yourself when you need it, that can be very bad. All right, and I've been there, not being there for myself when I needed to be. I don't do that anymore. I seeing things much differently. But all of that ties into that thing I was saying the other day, and always whenever I get a chance, because a lot of this stuff too is one of the things I learned about all the years of teaching, instructing martial arts, and from kids to adults in these talks. I think it ties into that discipline about making yourself do things you don't want to do. Get so fucking mad sometimes, man, It's like, it's can be too much sometimes, and that's why I do all this shit. That's why one of the reasons why I read, write, and always doing something, but I'm getting a little too serious here. I'm starting to get mad, like, and it is not the idea of this. So I'm going to go into. I gave this some thought. My Jason show. Jason show. After telling that story last night about the squirrel, when I opened it up in the journal entry, told that squirrel story. It made me start thinking of like all these ton of other little ones I have that are just funny. And let me share this one with you that yours truly did in 2017. So he's still in, like, all these years, the boy has all these funny adventures. All right, it was 2017. I'm by myself, single, working a solitary job at that time. I was a independent contractor, driving around in my pickup truck to all these properties that from the banks that this company that was emailing the routes. And what I would do is, and other people, I was the only one-man team, everyone else was two-man, I did the thing by myself, and I had put my mowers in, and it would just go around to a huge list of fucking properties that were no homeowners, nothing, just foreclosed houses, and had to cut the grass so that the bank doesn't get fined by the town. So that was a job, and I had, at the time I had a Ford Escape, and I needed a pickup truck for that, because it's pretty lucrative, that cutting job. I don't do it anymore because that's another story. My finger getting cut in the fucking lawnmower, and then I put it in the truck, the lawnmower, and drove 45 minutes by myself with the tip of my pinky cut off, waiting in line at lights, screaming, seeing the tip of my fucking finger. So, alright, long story, a little fast. So the day I finally find a pickup truck that I liked and could afford and all that shit, it was a nice big, one I still have now, the Beast, the Dodge Ram 2500, silver, Hemi engine. I love it. I love the Beast. It's my only friend over there, and in the driveway right now. And so anyway, so I remember, again, me fucking hyper, rush, can't even wait extra night. I was driving all the way up to 23, that one Friday night, with like all this $5,000-6,000 cash to put down, and all I wanted to fucking drive out, Friday night. And so I got up, all the way up there, and worked all day, come all the way up there, waited while they're, just give 1 minute, we're waiting for it to come through the bank. It didn't come through everything that Friday night, so and I'm like dangling the mic, come on, they're like, you gotta come back tomorrow, do it Saturday, Alright, so, oh well, one more day, I just can't wait to get my new vehicle. It wasn't brand new, but it's new enough for me, and I still love it, and, it's like getting a new vehicle, you're excited. So, and then but this time, this is the first time I remember getting a car and a vehicle and not having anyone to share it with, like anyone, like, hey, my new car today, let's go driving, like that. No girlfriend, no wife, no friends really back then. I mean, they still were fucking off around. There's a couple of them, but whatever. So I was like, it's a shitty feeling. Anyway, so I went back up the Saturday afternoon, and it was packed like you wouldn't believe, right? So I'm waiting, I'm impatient, really impatient. I'm better now, but, and then I would used to, I have an impatient level. I'm there impatient for a while, then I start turning borderline aggressive, and making a scene, when it gets too long. And I learned my lesson with that. So I'm sitting in there, to me it feels like 3 years, it was only like 3 hours, and it was right around noon. Everything was almost done, I could tell. I saw my paperwork and everything, I signed, finished paying, and I'm waiting. I even had the keys with me. I'm still waiting for them to come in with something, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just getting bored, I'm getting bored. Saturday, I couldn't fucking wait another 15 minutes. So I go, see, this is the voice that I'm hope is dead, or I'm trying to kill and not listen to in my head anymore. It tells me to do stuff like this. And I'm like, it's like, why don't I just go, it's a huge truck, why don't I should go practice my parallel parking in the fucking sales lot at the place, right? So I go in, I'll show them, I'm outside, and you know how a sales car lot is with all the things in the front, cars and stuff like that. These little cars, and they had the truck pulled out, but it was in the middle of like this row of three. So I'm like, oh, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna go practice parking. I'm almost done. I'll be all right. I'm right in, you know, not believing them. Almost done. It's another 3 hours probably or something. So I in the truck, I turn it on. I'm feeling great. You know, it's fucking nice Saturday, sunny Saturday, beautiful. You know, love this fucking truck. You know, fucking I could hear the Hemi and everything, and like, all right. So I pull out. You know, and then there's cars, park. You know, cars are selling, and then I go to pull in to practice my K-turn. I'm so fucking efficient and smart, aren't I? I'm practicing on, well, I'm doing two things at once. While they're doing that, I'm not sitting on my ass. I'm practicing fucking parking, K-parking, right? Right? And I'm not waiting. Huh. So I'm reversing, you know. I caught a glimpse of the faces of the salesmen in the corner while I was backing up. You know, and I heard like a little noise they made. I looked and, you know, they did, this is the weird, this happens with me a lot. I didn't look yet, I didn't know, but they, you know, I could tell by the way they were looking at me. I had a feeling I hit something, and then I looked over a little bit more, and leaned over, and I looked, and as I was doing my stupid K-turn, I backed the fucking big Ram 2500 Hemi, you know, 4x4, backed it right into this little fucking compact bullshit car that they sell, you know, like not those little tiny ones that are like this big, you know, you can put them in your pocket. No, it's like a little Honda or something, I don't know, but it was a brand new, and I fucking just, I didn't even feel or hear it. The truck's so big, it just wrecked the whole front fender and the thing on the side of the truck. It was a couple $1,000 worth of damage. And, but hey, there's nothing to worry about because the guys sold me the truck. So luckily, kindly, they had their own auto body and shop and that. So don't worry about it. These things happen. We'll just put it into the loan. That's how my truck day started out. So there was no, hey honey, want to come drive and do the little thing with the ritual over my dang car and let's go have a fun day and Saturday in a new car. I'm driving home fucking mixed with, you know, no one to go, hey, look at my new truck, and being a little baby about that and getting depressed and angry at the same time what just happened and all of that because I couldn't sit in the fucking chair for a few more minutes. Never do that again. Okay. But you know what? I'm still here, right? Alive. Didn't kill me. I don't know if it made me stronger, but that was, I've got a million little things like crazy, wacky stories like that. A time when my head got pinned against the inside of a truck, like years ago, a postal contractor, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago or something, and we were in the trucks, and new guy came in and jumped on the forklift, and I was supposed to be on it, and I was down, and the blades were up here. They're not supposed to be. You're supposed to drive them around like only this slow. Anyway, so he's on there, doesn't know, he backs out. He's backing out, and it's head level with me. And I was talking to somebody like this or something, but he's backing out, and then he turns, and the forks go with my head and pin me against the inside of the container, the truck container, metal fucking truck container, with the metal things, and dragged me a couple of feet or whatever until he realized or whatever, and he moved it, and I just boom fell to my knees. My hands are like this, blood coming out of my ear, and even then too, because it was like a pretty like macho bullshit job. Everyone there looked like a cast from. So what do I do again instinctively? I've done this many times. I have just comes over me. I get more I seem to be more worried and conscious about what everyone's thinking of me and watching me, and I don't want to appear to be hurt at all or to even be dazed or something by anything, because I'm in my mind, you know, so what I do, boom, I get up, just a little bit, I'm a little pissed, but again, I'm trying to make it like, okay, go back to work, you know. And then a couple seconds later, like one of the supervisor's father comes over to me, he's like, oh, Jay, no, you have to stop, you have blood coming in your ears. I have a lot of them, man. The lawnmower story where I cut off the tip of my finger, like not the tip, it's still there, but a little bit of it did it, and it hit the bone, like for a second, and that was another trip. I don't know if I have time to tell all that. It's 21 minutes already. No, I'm not going to tell that story because it's going to take it too long, and I want to have some kind of weekend or something sometimes, you know, instead of just always same thing, you know, which is alright, but life is just so different now, you know. I mean, for me, there's no sense of anything really. It's just, you know, it's kind of actually much better. I just keep feeling this such big change in the air, you know, like really big, you know. I'm not even 100% positive it's good. I think it is, but I don't know. I'm overworking myself again with all of the writing and the books and all that, and I know it, and I know I need to stop and give it a break for a couple hours or a day. But it's just hard. I'm just so into it. I want to finish it so bad. It's going to take a while. I want to do it right. Then I'm thinking, maybe I'll just put all the fucking everything in there. You know, the entire. Well, there's no way I can do that because this is way too much. But I can maybe put all of the writing pieces in. Whatever. I don't really want to talk about it. You know, I didn't even want to make the video again. This very. Again, it's a well-established fact already. I can't speak well. So I'm trying to speak better by speaking a little slower, and this broken, I got like a broken something up above the gum line here. It's at the dentist, and they saw the break, but it's not infected, luckily, because I obsessively, you know, Listerine like 5 times a day, always, and always brushing my teeth every time I. So one of the greatest things that I like to, that I my go-to with almost always with any kind of energy problem or anything, I think of this and I get really motivated, and you know, just thinking of, you know, my enemies or the people who don't like me, secretly don't like me, or more enemies, yeah, and the ones you want to get back at, you know, from in the past, and then showing them, you know, whatever, not really like that, but I just use that too also. I always, like, that just automatically comes up if I ever think about quitting or stopping or bitching out, you know, and that think of that, and it works very easily for me. very furious person. You know, I get a really very fury orientated. You know, I got a lot of it in me. I got still channeling it and getting it out. You know, fucking. I didn't prepare anything. I don't have anything to read. I'm not going to go walking off camera, get it either. I'm not in the greatest fucking mood. And then sometimes that's when I try to do even more work and even more fucking psycho shit and not stop and oh, I haven't eaten in 10 hours, but I'm going to stay here and finish this stack. I'm like dizzy, you know, because I'm not that smart. I'm not that quick, you know, to learn stuff and do things. Usually it takes me longer to learn things than other people do. But I still get them. It's just some days I just want to, I feel like just fucking ripping my fucking face off, you know? So let's have a show. We're having a show, we're having a show, we're having a show. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, if I had music I would dance, but I can't because my legs are still fucking sore. True advancement is not sticking a knife in someone's back and taking their spot. That's not true advancement. And also the need for compassion. To have need for compassion. Scratch, wrong word. To have need for companionship is to worship at the altar of self-neglect. Okay. Dictionary game. This can usually jolt me out of a little bit mood. Sometimes there's been two times I think I was in a shit mood and I did this. I maybe did it on one of Mr. Personality ones. And ended up, something happened, I was cracking up and I left. I was done playing it, I was in a better mood. Let's see what happens now. I even somehow managed to break my fucking dictionary. We'll do half of it. Alright, give me a message here, universe. Give me a message. What do I need? What do I need? Any guidance or something? 2, 3, and finger in. Okay, now wherever my fingers are, on the top part is what I look like here to there, so I'll let you guys see it first. postmodernism, eclectic cultural and artistic trend in art, etc. of late 20th. What else? Practitioner, pragmatic. This is just a shoulder stretch and like a back stretch. Chucks. And then I'm rotating it. Punch down, number one. Number two, pull it here. Number three, around the back. Four, come back out. I better wrap this up, man. This is fucking sucking horribly, probably. I didn't do any readings. I'm sorry this sucked. But at least I got it up and went through. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I'm just in a lousy shit fucking mood. But this is a big victory for me, following through, getting this done, because around 7 o'clock, I laid down from 6:30 to 7:30 something, and when I woke up, I did get an hour, like half hour sleep. I woke up, no fucking way I'm doing a video. I don't want to do a video. I want to do nothing. I don't want to fucking explode. I'm sick of it. I just woke up like one of those kind of moods after the nap. It's horrible. But it's the gym today. Did everything I was supposed to do. These things, they just come. They just come like waves, and you just gotta withstand it. Endure it, and not fucking bleed on somebody else. We're not just because you're suffering the shits, everyone else around you has to suffer the shits, because I used to do that, and now look, there's nobody around me anymore. So the next batch of people I get around me, I don't do those things no more. So I always thought it was a high strength level to take your thing and not share it with everyone, you don't have to. And I just suck it up until it passes, because it will, I'm I hate it when I keep doing that. I just go into these trances, like these. It happens anywhere. It can happen anywhere. Fucking walking down the stairs or something. I'll start thinking about something, and I'll be like, and then in there it's like thinking about everything else, or I'll just. A lot of the times though, when I go silent like that, what I'm doing is I'm quelling the beast. Like something's usually wrong, and it's taking all of my energy and everything to contain it. That's why the rest of me goes like dead. I go like, I was pretty fucking freaky outside sometimes with some people. I wonder why I scare them. I don't know. What can I do, man? What can I do? And the last thing is, then I was thinking like, I didn't think about, I gotta, make the show good. I gotta put new stuff in it. No, it's not about that. You're not supposed to do things to get an effect. I mean, that's what everyone does. I know these videos, don't forget to like. My name's Jason. Uncommon amongst the uncommon. I'm changing that. That's fucking stupid. thank you. I hope you had a nice Friday weekend. Don't let the bastards grind you down. And I want to I gotta get back to some martial art videos. That balances me out. I haven't been doing any in a couple weeks, or any, other than training, and I gotta get into that. So my name is Jason. Trouble, man.
Don't you worry none. Leave this part of yourself behind. I've given you back to yourself. So should you make the change, right them wrongs, for I cannot replace where I'm going, love. So you're angry with me. What could be better, my love? Have most of everything for yourself. Hateful and deserved. Charlie Manson's eyes are looking through your back.